Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't come across me before, my name's Anuja and I'm a Sri Lankan YouTuber that does videos on music, beauty and lifestyle. So if you want to keep watching my videos, please make sure you subscribe. Or if you are a long-time viewer that hasn't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and show me some support. Now, as you can see, I am sporting a very natural, casual look. And that is because, as the title hopefully suggests, it's about the makeup routine or the makeup look that feels very natural to me. And I know that on my channel I do some, dramatic looks, some subtle looks, but this is sort of like the in-between for me that is a go-to look that I feel myself in. So I thought that I would share that with you. And a couple of you have actually been asking me what makeup I used in my Dear Me and Dear Brown Girl videos. So I hope that this gives you a bit of insight into what I actually used. Now, because this video is all about makeup that feels natural to you and that you can be yourself in, I haven't really done much with my hair, so don't pay too much attention to what I'm wearing or what I've done with my hair. It's essentially like I've just put it into a bun and left it there. Anyway, I love interacting with all you guys, and especially those that are of my own heritage or that are close to my heritage. I just love sharing things with you. This is one of my go-to looks. It's one that I always reach out for if I need to go somewhere really quick, and it's so easy to do as well, so I hope you find this helpful. So without further ado, let's get to the tutorial and I will see you back. Okay, so I am sporting a yellow head towel, very trendy at the moment. I've just put on my moisturizer and primed my face. I cannot emphasize how important priming your face is. I'm gonna go straight into business and put my foundation on, and my favorite and the one that I feel the best in is the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and my color is Syracuse. So usually what I do is just do one pump. Honestly, one pump is more than enough if it's just, a day outing and you don't really want too much on your face. So just one, and you want to dab it on your face. And I like to put spots. Obviously everyone has their own technique, so just follow your own. And then using a beauty blender, just blend everything in. I think I've been using NARS foundation for like a couple of years, maybe 2 or 3 years, and it has not budged from being the top of my list for my favorite foundations. And I think the reason is because it's so light on your face. You don't feel like you're wearing makeup, and it just blends so beautifully onto your skin, but also onto other products. If you haven't tried this, honestly, I urge you to go and try it. Just go to a counter and ask them to swatch you, and you'll feel such a big difference on your skin. It just makes it look really healthy, really glowy, and I just love it. These little beauty blenders are amazing as well, because like a good blending of your foundation goes a long way, and that could be the difference between your foundation appearing cakey or it appearing just like your skin, if that makes any sense. The next thing I'm gonna do is put concealer on. Now, one of you guys asked on one of my previous videos why I use concealer after my foundation, and there's a good reason for it. So what happens when you put concealer on before foundation is, when you put foundation over it, you're actually wiping it off as you blend it onto your skin, so it's a waste of product. Another reason is, if you put foundation on beforehand and then put concealer on, you don't need that much concealer on top of your foundation. So you're saving product, but also making sure that the concealed areas are done really nicely and really smoothly. So that is a reason why I put concealer on afterwards. And I've got two favorites for concealers. One of them is the Tarte Cosmetics Shape Tape. But today, because I want it to be really natural, I want it to feel like me, I'm going to use a lighter concealer, which is my NARS concealer in the color Biscuit. And what I usually do is I just draw like a triangle shape. And then I put a little bit just over my nose, on my Cupid's bow area, and on my chin. And then I just use my fingers because I feel like, you know, there's a lot more control when you use your fingers. And I think the warmth of your fingers actually help put the concealer onto the skin really nicely. Now I bring the concealer from this side towards my nose because from wearing glasses I've got some sort of dark spots, so I try and conceal it as much as possible. So the next thing I'm going to do is bring some magic onto my cheeks and my jaw. And for that I'm using my Iconic London Pigment Stick in the color 3.2. And I use this as like a bronzer, but also something to contour my face as well. I think it just makes your face look very lively, you know, bringing out those bone structures. It just makes it look really, really nice. So what I usually do is I put it on my cheekbones, on my jaw, and then a bit on my forehead. Like you can see that I've just put on single strokes on each of those areas, so it's not much at all. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend everything in. When you're contouring or putting bronzer on, just take your time blending everything in, because the more you blend it out, the more natural it's gonna look. The next thing I'm gonna do is try and tackle my brows. And you guys, if you have watched my videos before, you know that I love two of the Benefit products for this, and it is the Brow Gel by Benefit and the 24-hour brow setter. And what I do is I try and follow my natural brow shape and just accentuate it a little bit. And when I'm going for a natural look, I don't really care about the shape of it. As long as it's filled out a bit and it stays put, that's exactly what I want. So I'm using the 24-hour brow setter to just make sure that the pesky little hairs stay in place. Now for my eyeshadow, I'm gonna let you on a little secret. I actually don't use any of the eyeshadow palettes when I'm going for a natural look. What I do use is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow palette, and I actually use the bronzer that they have on my eyes. And the reason is I want that to be as natural looking as possible, and I want it to feel light. I don't want to put 2 or 3 colors. I don't want to do any blending. This is just, you know, my kind of thing. But before I put anything on my eyelids, I do prime it using my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And this is just to make sure that, you know, anything that I do put on stays. And it's just like, it literally takes 10 seconds. That's it. And now what I do is I put it onto my ring finger and I get a decent amount and then just pat it onto my eyelids. And that's all I do for my eyelids. if you have like a really light bronzer, that would work really well with you. Now, when I want to feel like myself, I don't actually use eyeliner at all. All I do is I use my favorite mascara, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Now, this is a mascara that I've been raving on about for quite some time, and it's because it gives a gentle and a natural lift to those eyelashes. And you want to make sure that you put it on the top lashes and the bottom lashes. So you can hopefully see that it looks so beautiful and it gives that boost onto your lashes. Alright, so after that I sometimes crave a little bit of highlighter, a little bit of shimmer, and one of my favorite products to apply is the iconic London Illuminator in the color Original. It's got a little pipette and you literally only need like 1 or 2 drops because it's so concentrated. So what I do is just put it onto my skin and then get it onto my finger. Like, you can see how pigmented that is. That's crazy. And it's so gorgeous because it's golden and it goes with my skin complexion really well. And what I do is dab it like 3 dots onto each side and a little bit under my brow and a bit on the tip of my nose and on my cupid's bow and my chin. And then just blend with your finger. Now, even though I use liquid foundation, I usually set that with powder foundation, and what I like to do that with is my MAC Studio Fix powder, and this is in the color NC42. Just make sure that you set under the eyes really well as well, because the concealer can actually produce some lines, you know, as you smile, as the day goes on, it can cause those lines, and to stop it or to reduce it, you just need to make sure that you set it. And I try and avoid the areas that I've put the illuminator on, just because it defeats the purpose. Now recently I've started using blush on my skin, and it's something that I've always sort of like stayed away from because I thought it didn't suit my skin, but it's all about finding the right shade for you. Now, one blusher that is so universal and it actually looks really nice on brown and olive skin is the NARS Orgasm blush, and it looks like this. It's a bit shimmery, but it's got like pinky but berry tones in it as well, so it just looks so nice on brown skin. So I just take a little bit onto my brush, and what you do with blush is you smile and then you put it onto these areas that sort of pop out as you smile. And once you know where to go, you can just try and blend that in with everything. Now, the last couple of things I do is sort my lips out, and for that I'm using one of my favorites, one of my all-time favorites, and one lipstick and a liner that you need to own if you are into makeup and if you are brown or olive, and that is my MAC Ruby Woo lip pencil and matte lipstick. So I'm just going to line my lips. And it doesn't need to be like really well done, as long as you have something going on. The important thing is that you've done the outer lip shape really well. And then put the lipstick on. The last thing I do is use my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and then I'm done. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It's my natural makeup, non-makeup look, but I always love a bold lip. Fun fact, the MAC Ruby Woo lipstick is actually the first ever branded makeup product that I purchased. I think I was in first year of uni when I purchased this, so it has a sentimental value to me as well, but honestly, like, you can see that it goes really well with that complexion. So if you are looking for that perfect lipstick for brown skin, I think you found it. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below. I love reading them. I love replying to them. So let me know what you thought of the look, and let me know what your signature style involves, any of the products that you recommend. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button and give my channel some love. I hope you're well, I hope you're smiling, and I hope you had an amazing week. Even if it was a rough week, just forget about it. It's all in the past, and look forward to the weekend or anything that you've got coming up. Love you guys as always, and I will see you again with another video very soon. Bye guys.